The much awaited year of 2026 is here, and I'm so excited to share with all of you your astrology predictions for 2026. 2026 is a year of new beginnings and where we reap the rewards for all the efforts and hard work that we have been putting for the past 3-4 years. So, if you want to dive deep into in-depth, most accurate, detailed astrology predictions for 2026, then I highly suggest you look into your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what are your sun, moon, rising signs, then you can use any online birth chart calculator to find out the placements for your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know your time of birth, then you can definitely use your moon sign or your sun sign based on the day on which you were born. So once you've calculated these details, you can go into the description box to your own sign to find out your personal astrology prediction. I do want you to know that I refer sidereal astrology or the Vedic astrology, which is a little bit different from your zodiac sign, because sidereal astrology looks at the actual placement of the planets in the sky. Now let's get into the video. So if you are a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, then this is what you can expect in the year 2026. Scorpio, for you, Saturn is going to be transiting your 5th house, and Saturn is all about bringing structure and discipline and routine to the house that is transiting. Saturn transiting your 5th house can make you take your hobbies more seriously. So here you may feel a nudge to now start pursuing your creative projects with a lot of discipline and a lot of consistency. So maybe, up until now you were working on some creative projects on the side, but you weren't really motivated to complete it. Saturn here is going to push you to now take it seriously, put in the effort that you need to do every day. And Saturn is all about, repeated efforts and structure. So now you may come up with like a routine that every day, maybe 2 hours, I'm going to give to this particular project. In any way, you're going to now start feeling the nudge to take your creative project seriously. And Saturn may also push you to now think of started making money through these creative projects. And Saturn also represents money. And there may be some situations in your life that you actually have to now think, how can I start making money out of this? But wherever Saturn transits a house, initially there is some crisis that gets created, but that is only if you're not in alignment with your divine path. And once you're able to find that alignment, whether you need to put more efforts or you need to restructure in some way, when you're able to find that alignment, then actually things flow with more ease. They are able to help you in the long term, and you also get some sort of a material reward. And Saturn is the planet of the material realm. But wherever Saturn is, things don't come easy. You do have to put in effort, so be ready to put efforts in this area. 5th house also shows our dating and romance, so this is a good time to now start looking at the kind of people that you're interacting with. This is the time to let go of temporary dating. Maybe you will start evaluating, are the people that I'm dating actually in alignment with my long-term goal? Do I actually see a long-term commitment with them? And if not, this is the time when you will actually let go of any temporary dating relationships. You may also get attracted towards people who are more mature or who are actually looking for committed relationship, and this is a good time to start evaluating, how do you show up in relationship? What is it that you actually want in the long term? 5th house is also the house of our children, and so you may see there is an increase in responsibilities related to your children. You may have to discipline them more, or maybe you have to guide them more in their life, or help them with their studies, or help them choose a career path. But you will see as if this is the time where you will have to bring some structure into the life of your children. In 2026, Jupiter is going to be transiting your 8th house till June, and this is a good placement if you've been looking to find a long-term partner, and that's almost like a theme for you this year. So For those of you who have been looking to find a long-term partner, this actually seems to be a good year for you, especially till June, I would say. The rest, of course, depends upon the whole birth chart for you. But 8th house is the house of marriage, house of intimacy. And so you may be able to find someone who's almost like a soulmate for you. Spiritually aligned relationships may be attracted to you at this time. 8th house is also the house of spiritual transformation. So this is a really good time to do like shadow work, which are your subconscious self-sabotaging patterns, your limiting beliefs, things that have been keeping you stuck, but you're not really aware of them. And these can be quite deep-rooted. They can be connected to your childhood or some trauma. And so it can be tough initially, but Jupiter's presence here makes it almost effortless for you to actually be able to, somehow find these epiphanies or somehow get this guidance that you're able to let go of these limiting beliefs, and you have this aha moment where you are finally free from such patterns. 8th house is also the house of other people's money. So maybe when Jupiter is transiting here, you can start making more money through other people, maybe through commissions, or they can be inheritances, or maybe if you're dependent on your partner's money, say there's an increase in your partner's money and now your combined income has increased. Also, we're going to start 2026 with a major stellium of 6 planets in your 3rd house. So on 18th of January, we're going to have 6 planets: Moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Sun, joining Pluto that is already present in the sign of Capricorn, which is your 3rd house. And so you may feel as if there are major and intense transformation that are going to be happening, and it may start around the time of this conjunction, or you may feel as if there are some changes that happen that actually affect you for the rest of the year, or they give fruit later on in the year, or the motion for this change starts around the time of this conjunction. And 3rd house is related to our creativity. 3rd house is related to our skills of the hand, so actually honing our skills. 3rd house is also connected to expression of ideas, whether that is through writing or through speaking, or maybe expressing your views on the social media. And so here you will see as if there is a nudge for you to start expressing yourself through practicing any of these skills. And 3rd house is also the house of our siblings, so you may see that your relationship with your siblings is getting transformed, or maybe there are some major transformations happening in the life of your siblings. 3rd house is also our immediate environment, immediate social environment, like our friends, our neighbors, the people that we talk to on the daily. And so there may be major transformations happening in this area as well, where you're evaluating and auditing the people that you are listening to, and you're making sure that the people that you are listening to are actually right for you. They are actually pushing you towards a life that is the best suited for you. Also, we are going to have 4 eclipses in 2026, all on the axis of Aquarius and Leo. So Rahu, which is North Node, is going to be transiting the sign of Aquarius, which is your 4th house, and Ketu, which is the South Node, is going to be transiting the sign of Leo, which is your 10th house. And so we'll have all these eclipses on your 4th and 10th house axis, and so these houses can see major transformations. 4th house is the house of your home, and Rahu's presence here, maybe you will want to now start working from home. Maybe you want to start a passion project from home. Rahu's presence in 4th house can also create some sort of anxiety, since 4th house is the house of our emotional foundation. And so it will be good for you at this time to do breath work. That I have seen is really helps with the effects of Rahu. So do some meditation, journaling, breath work, spending time in nature. This may sound cliche, but these are actually really good at combating the ill effects of any Rahu transit. Also, Ketu's presence in your 10th house, if you're in a spiritual profession or Ketu related profession like research or occult, or looking into investigations or finding these secrets, or astrology astrology, anything that is connected to spirituality, shadow work. So if you're in a Ketu related profession, then actually this can be a really good time for you to align more with your profession and to find more work and to find new ways in which you can expand your business or expand your work. You may also get attracted to, these areas. So maybe till now, say you were in a corporate job, but now suddenly you may start to feel a push towards these kind of professions. Other than that, Ketu's presence can also create a sort of detachment wherever Ketu is transiting. So you may feel as if, you want to detach from the normal work you are doing and say maybe focus more on your passion projects. And Saturn is also in your 5th house, and say maybe work from home. Since Rahu is also in your 4th house. So that's kind of a theme that's happening for you in 2026. So if that's happening, know that it's normal, it's divinely guided. So Scorpios, for you 2026 seems like a really transformative year, which I think, when you are a Scorpio, you're used to going through a lot of transformations in your life. So all the best for your 2026 and make the most of this transformative time.